This is Crypto I Don't Know. My name is Stepke. Let's go. Hi. So I want to talk about SwissBorg and their Smart Yield program. Okay, we are just entering the SwissBorg app. And I want to show you the Smart Yield. So you can see here. Actually, we are on my portfolio, but I will go to the marketplace and there you can see the Bitcoin. So this is coming, Smart Yield for Bitcoin, for Ethereum. So we already have it for US dollar stablecoin. So we have here 27% of yield at the moment. So the SwissBorg yield here is up to, at the moment, it's depending on the community index. And at the moment 5.3 because the community index is 8 from 10. So we started with 7.4%. Yeah, so let's go in. You can see here the chart. Yeah, and then you can actually I have to leave here and I have to go to my portfolio. And then you can see here the SwissBorg portfolio. You see here down the locked CHSB for the premium. I can just hit it. And then you see here, so staked for at least 1 year. And let's go back and go here in, and then you see here the yield wallet. So in there you see the total balance in euro. You can switch also to CHSB. Then totally earned so far. The next payout, so it's every day. So 0.87 euro cents. Then you can switch here to CHSB. There you see the total balance, and there you see at the moment 1.62 CHSB I'm getting from this yield. And yeah, it's really a nice feature. So I'm really waiting for the Bitcoin yield. So at the moment I have it staked on a different platform, but as soon as it's accessible here, I will move my funds. Okay. So in my opinion, it's the easiest and the best way to maximize returns and minimize risk in the whole yield farming space. And let's jump in together right now. So let's talk about DeFi and yield farming risks out there in the space. So what's currently the problem with DeFi and yield farming? I have dropped here some news. Okay, they are not actually new anymore, but okay, we can see here we have here smart contract problems or risks because they can be, so the code can be exploited, and like the Harvest Finance hacker train, or there are different liquidation risks. Also there are anonymous scammers out there, so and the interests are changing within seconds. So this is all about complexity. And when we speak about limitations, so maybe you can remember that for the DeFi protocols, the Ethereum fees they skyrocketed, and so some say it's exclusive for the rich and as well for the geeky persons, because I mean you have to consider different platforms. You have to compare different yields, different protocols. You have to check it out on your own. Okay, so the user interface is mostly not well implemented and user friendly. As I said, you have multiple platforms, so you have to have a knowledge about smart contracts, and for sure you have to gain some knowledge about non-custodial wallets, private keys, and so on. Then you have to gain some knowledge about farming operations, and you have to do your due diligence on your own. And I mean, this is looking like a 24-hour job, 24/7. So when we go further, then about the risk and limitation, when we do a summarization, so we have the different risks here. Risk about fraud, then lacking of transparency, security reasons, and so on. Let's go further. So what's now the thing with SwissBorg? So SwissBorg is consistently minimizing the risk for you. As you can see here, they have implemented like a credit rating, an own rating, like in comparison to, you could compare it to Moody's or Fitch. So they do rate internally, like here this standard grade AAA and down to D, the smart contracts and what's behind, okay? So they are doing really a deep dive analysis and due diligence throughout a qualified investor team on their own. And so they built up their own rating and scaling system. And in addition, their senior developers, they are checking consistently the code and verify it, okay? So they have their own audits, and on top of that, they have a safety net. They are building it actually right now, so they put in initially 1.5 million Swiss francs, and they are pushing it frequently. So from the Smart Yield, for sure SwissBorg gets their share, and they put from this share 25% in this safety net. So in case something happens to a specific contract, okay, then and you lose money or coins or token or whatever, then you get paid from the safety net. And on top, on the safety net, they have an insurance policy. I don't know actually where it is issued, but I have read it. Okay, so how do they actually minimize the risks, and how is the internal rating system working? So you see they are using yield farming, centralized finance lending, DeFi lending, and liquidity pools. Yeah, they have established their own risk matrix for the different sections. And they have then called it a strategy optimizer. So the strategy optimizer is searching for the highest yields in the space, yeah, but at the same time it tries to minimize the risk for the SwissBorgers. Okay, so the risk in terms of smart contracts, liquidation, stable coins, the counterparts, the exposure, then for sure about they are looking also into the transaction costs, and they are checking how big the pool is, or the pools are, and then they have their results, and then they are investing. Okay, so what is SwissBorg doing about maximizing returns for you? I mean, they are using different platforms, and I mean, you can, them, Uniswap, Curve, and so on, Aave. I mean, actually, I have myself a job, so I cannot check them out consistently and frequently, and checking what's going on for each of these platforms here. And this is SwissBorg doing for us or for you. So in our times today, they are combining blockchain, cryptography, and other technologies to provide you the smart yield. Actually, you're saving time, and I guess that's at least a good thing. So how do you get the best yield, the highest yield? So like the smart engine. The smart yield engine works with counterparts or using an oracle with the mentioned rating system, credit system. And then it's consistently checking out the counterparts and the risks and the yields in terms of specific metrics. And they have pools for the different platforms, and then when you remove your tokens from the Smart Yield program, then it's just a little bit of the pool, so they do not have any fees there. So for that reason, the Smart Yield can even pay higher out for you. So you can see it here. So they have the integration of vaults or pools, and this means that they do not pay gas fees. So your part of the existing pool is really only a little part of the whole pool. They are optimizing the trading pairs. And they have daily withdrawals. I mean, this is really nice for compounding. You can say actually that SwissBorg is a hybrid. I mean, it's not DeFi and it's not CeFi, but actually they have a really good and easy usability. They get the best execution price without paying any fees. And in addition, so they are protected by the company Curve. So maybe you know them already. I mean, they have a military grade standing in cryptography, and they're using MPC, and so you don't have to bother about private keys. Okay, I mean they make like a snapshot from your account on SwissBorg, and then they separate it, and put it together with other SwissBorg users and only snippets, and you have to bring it together in the right order. So it's really a safe way to protect your assets. I mean, I have already talked about the safety net, and you get paid every day, so compounding is really working. And so I really like it. Okay, so this is the model. So this is the 100% smart yield. What do they pay? So when you are a non-premium user, then you get the normal yield. The premium user gets double the yield, so this will then be 50. I'll show it later. So from the yield earnings, so they get 25%. Then we have here the 40% for the affiliate program and ambassador program. So SwissBorg does not much marketing at all. So they are growing within their community and their affiliate programs and ambassadors. They have a protect and burn in place. So when so it's consistently filled up. So 10% of the yield earnings going into this pot. And when the 20 days moving average gets gets crossed, then they are buying their own token, CHSB token, from the market and burn it. Okay, and this will stabilize the token price, and you can also see it here, as I mentioned. So 25% goes into the safety net, and this is continually growing. Okay, so here we see the shares of the premium members. So what you can see here, they have double yield. The share for the ambassadors and the affiliate programs is cut down to half, from 40 to 20. Protect and burn as well, cut down from 10 to 5%, but the safety net for the yield farming, it still stays with the 25%. So here a bit summarization of what you get. Okay, for the premiums, you will have 2 times the yield, as I mentioned it. Then you have no fees or off fees. And yes, your tokens, so when you are premium, your tokens are locked, 50k of tokens. And I mean, at the moment we have from the circulating supply 26% locked. I mean, this also stabilizes the price of the coin or the token. For sure, last year we had 12 times protect and turn, 12 times protect and burn. So this also stabilizes the coin and makes it, in comparison to let's see, Bitcoin, more market neutral. So this means when the Bitcoin dumps 10%, then the SwissBorg own token CHSB only drops 5% or 4%, like in the past. Yeah, then we have here more funds for the ambassadors and affiliates to do more marketing on the social media networks. So SwissBorg is using multi-asset accounts, so this means that it's easy for them to enhance it with more coins in terms of yield farming. So in February and March they will also release the yield farming for BTC and Ether and BNB and other stable coins. So this is also a game changer, and when this release happens, then I'm expecting the CHSB token will really fly, at least 50% up to 100. So here we have the roadmap. It's not anymore on it's not how can I say it? So yeah, we are here in the referral program. More coins are coming in February, so they do not list any shit coins. Okay, so they are listing proven quality coins and tokens. And also Smart Yield, they will release it for, as I mentioned it, for other coins and tokens. Then they will offer a new premium tier, so all premiums will lift up to Premium Plus with overall no fees and more incentives. And then they have a premium tier in between. So because the recent token price increase makes it a bit expensive to buy it, because 50k of CHSB token you have to pay now around 20,000 euros or 22 or 23,000 US dollars, and this is obviously a bit of money, and so they will have an in-between premium tier. And what they start with thematic investing, so you can You can, this is on midterm, so they will start this year at the end of the year, and then they will continue in 2022 and 23. They will also have a robo-advisor. Then they start with some like a crypto basket. You can invest in different baskets and so on. So they are providing thematic investing. So this is also, this will ease the handling and the usability for non-geeks, and will thrive the mass adoption of this app, and at the end, so will also push the token of SwissBorg. So here you can see it at the moment. They are talking, I guess this is not anymore valid, because actually I heard that all premium members with 50,000 tokens get automatically lift to the premium plus tier, and then they will have a premium tier, and this is a lower tier. And actually at the moment the premium tier has zero commission for BTC, CHSB, gold, and stable coins. You have to pay a little for Ethereum and so on. But when you get lift to premium plus, then you will have, you don't have to pay any more fees, and you will get also additional incentives. But they didn't announce them so far. So this is the Curve side, as I mentioned. So you don't have to bother about private keys. I mean, not everyone can work with it. Maybe it gets lost, your password and your seed phrase you cannot remember, or you lost it as well, and then you're pissed off or you fucked up. And you see, so there are some industry leaders. They already rely on Curve, so like eToro and Genesis, Bitbond, CoinHouse, Corbit, and SwissBorg as well, and also BNP Paribas and many more. And as I mentioned, so this is a really high standard company, and your assets safe there. So thank you for watching, and if you liked it, then please subscribe and smash the like button. Thank you very much.